बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम नाहमदुहु व नस्तईनुहु रसूल करीम अम्मा बाद जनाब प्रोफेसर नसीर इकबाल साहब वर्दी रजिस्ट्रार इस्लामिक यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, जनाब प्रोफेसर मुश्ताक मरगूब साहब, a renowned psychiatrist and a great social worker, Professor Abdul Majid Sahab, again a great scholar and also an expert on mental diseases. Janab Maulana Tayyib Kamli Sahab, one of the prominent scholars of Kashmir. Janab Shaukat Ahmad Kent Sahab, again a great scholar of Islamic studies. Dr. Iqbal Sahab, Dr. Hakim Nasir Sahab, he also does not need any introduction, very famous scholar as well as a great physician and a researcher as well. Dr. Nisar Ahmad Trali Sahab, a writer, scholar and a physician. And Janab Ziaul Haq Nazmi Sahab, he is the Mufti Azam of Bijbrara and a good scholar of Islamic studies. Professor Muhammad Amin Pirzada Sahab and Anayat Sahab and many doctors and Professor Muhammad Akbar Khuru Sahab, my friend and my colleague, and all the dignitaries on the days and of the days. I welcome you all to this program. We have been conducting these programs for last 1 year, especially on this mental diseases and also fasting. And apart from this, we have also organized a program for the drug addiction, because that's a menace this time which has created a lot of problems for the society. And we are trying to reach out to people spiritually as well as morally, not only from the point of view of natural sciences, but also from the spiritual side of the problem, so that how we can address these problems to help our society. We have different practices in the religions, but there is some wisdom behind every practice, as has been mentioned by Shah al-Adali and Imam al-Ghazali rahmatullah, that all the commandments of Allah are full with wisdom. Nothing Allah has commanded which has no use for the servants of Allah. And how to reach to the essence of the worship, especially worship like fasting. Much has been said about that. But I will not mention that because we have experts here, they will shed light on the subject. But however, I will just tell you something about our center. So that is very important because we want to continue these practices and we need your support and your help. And we are very thankful to the university, Islamic University of Science and Technology, especially our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Shakir Ahmed Ramshu Sahab. Whenever we went with any proposal to him for conducting any program, seminar or any conference, he always supported us and he encouraged us also. And Professor Nasir Ahmed, Nasir Hakim Sahab, Nasir Iqbal Sahab, our Registrar Sahab, and also Dean Academics and Dean Research and everyone of the university, they have supported us. So we are very thankful to them. And we want this center to become one of the very important international spiritual centers. And we are trying for that. So some activities which we have so far just carried, we want to mention about that. So first of all, the center was, it was started in 2011, and the purpose of the center was to carry the studies on various aspects of spirituality, to provide a spiritual response to the growing ideological conflicts and intellectual challenges of the world. We are not thinking on the terms of only the country-wise or only valley, but we want also reach to the problems which are being faced by the whole world. Because spirituality is an international subject. It is not, it is not related to any one nation. So our center is an academic research-oriented center with a mandate of working on such issues that have largely marginalized the spiritual development of the present-day human beings. Besides engaging with diverse spiritual traditions of the world, along with a focus on such traditions that have been enriching the spiritual heritage of Kashmir. So we are not dealing only with one religion, but we are trying to see what are the spiritual traditions of the religions as well and make a complete study so that we are able to make our agenda internationally viable. So we have carried some activities, so the list of that is there. And for example, we had a program last year, the impact of fasting on spiritual and mental health. And there we had some great scholars like, Mushtaq Margoob Sahab and Mufti Nazir Sahab, and other scholars also participated in that. So this was a very important program so far as the psychological and the mental disorders are concerned, and how fasting can help us to come out from these all disorders. And second program we had on Hazrat Sayyid Hassan Mantaqi, Rahmatullah Alayh, and Shaukat Hussain Kang Sahab delivered a very exhaustive lecture on the life and works and contribution of Sayyid Hassan Mantaqi Rahmatullah. And you know that Sayyid Hassan Mantaqi, we are standing on the land which was donated to us in a sense by him. And he has given, because spiritually as well as actually as well. So we have a great relationship with this great saint of our valley. And he was Mantaqi, he was a logician, he was knowing science, he was doing mathematics. So in this way, our ancestors, they were also having knowledge of other subjects than only theology. So this is very important for us. And we had a very interesting lecture on that subject. And then another program we had Dr. Iqbal and his world of spirituality. And in that we had invited some great scholars and some vice chancellors like Professor Qayyum Sahab, who is the vice chancellor of Trust University, and Professor Abdul Haq Sahab, he is the Professor Emeritus, Iqbaliyat scholar, and then Maulana Ahmad Lolabi Sahab and others. And then we had some other programs also which were conducted by the center, and especially one important contribution of this center is that we have published a journal, International Journal of Spiritual Studies, which has ISN number, and we have great people in the editorial board like Professor Sayyid Hussain Nasr and Professor Patrick Lloyd and Professor William Titting. So, and one issue of this journal has been already published, and second is in progress. Apart from that, we have courses for open elective, and students from all the streams, science, social sciences, humanities, arts, languages, and management studies, they are opting for this course, alhamdulillah. We have more than 100 students who are just taking this course every year. And then we had also outreach activities also. We went to many parts of country and also valley as well. And in the Dengiwacha Higher Secondary School, last year we had a program on spiritual aspect of Iqbal's thought. And that was well received by the people of that area. And then we had also visited to many parts like Birwa and also Tulgaon, to the great centers of spiritual learning. And apart from that, we are this time in the process of signing MOUs with the international academic and research institutes like Nazareth College, USA, and UII Yogyakarta, Indonesia, and Malaysia, and other universities and institutions of excellence. So with these words, I just will seek your support for our activities in future as well. And we have some future plans that is very important. We need your help in this and guidance as well. First is establishment of a state-of-art international Sufi center, envisioned to be constructed on the pattern of Khanaqah Mullah. Establishment of Translation Bureau and Publication Division to translate and publish manuscripts related to Sufism from Persian and Arabic into English. Encyclopedia of Sufism in Kashmir. Publishing monographs depicting lives and teachings of major Sufi scholars of Kashmir. This is very important project, and if your patronage will continue, inshallah, we will be able to establish this center, and which can attract the tourists as well as religious pilgrims to this place as well as the scholars. With these words, I once again thank you all for your rapt attention, and I also welcome all the dignitaries who, despite their busy schedule, I know how Professor Mushtaq Sahab and Professor Majid Sahab and also our ulama kiram, how much they are busy, especially in the month of Ramadan. So, but still they have spared their time, and other professors and other doctors like Nasir Sahab and his colleagues, and then you all. And we are also very thankful to Mantaqi School and other such institutions who have just helped us to conduct this program in a better way, and they have also sent the students and other departments of the university like Arabic, like Islamic Studies, and like other departments of the university. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू प्रोफेसर साहब, आपने डिजिटल सेंटर जो यूस्ट में है इसका पूरा खुलासा किया, बहुत कम मुद्दत में, शुक्रिया आपका। तो इस प्रोग्राम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए सबसे पहले मेरी गुजारिश रहेगी जो हमारे एमिनेंट स्कॉलर मुक़्तदर उलमा है, पूरे जम्मू और कश्मीर में माने जाने जा रहे हैं, मेरी मुराद है मौलाना शौकत हुसैन केन साहब से। वो शुरुआती यहाँ पे जो दिमागी नफसियाती अमराज और वजू से मुतल्लिक़ आज का सेमिनार है, सबसे पहला खुतबा कहूँगा। वेरी बिग हैंड फॉर शौकत हुसैन।